Hi, I'm Matthew Borie with Osprey Flight Solutions, bringing you our weekly update. Starting off with the COVID-19 pandemic, amid the Thanksgiving holiday week in the United States, there's a surge in flight demand as the number of flights is nearly the same as 2018 and passenger rates are up over 50% compared to earlier in 2020 as a result of the pandemic. Along these lines, however, the COVID-19 situation in the United States continues to deteriorate. We're seeing record high case numbers and escalating deaths as well as hospitalizations in the United States, and that is likely to have a knock-on effect on air travel in the country in the near term. Separately, in China, we saw operational disruption take place this week at Shanghai Airport after the positive test of a worker there with COVID-19. The Chinese government was able to conduct well over 10,000 tests in a very short period of time to try to isolate any exposure of COVID-19 in the airport environs. However, this did lead to over 500 flights being canceled at the airport in a 48-hour period. We'll continue to monitor the situation in both the United States and China very closely and update via our alerts. From a conflict zone overflight perspective, the past week saw a large-scale attack take place in Saudi Arabia from Yemeni Houthi rebels. They launched a cruise missile that was able to strike an Aramco oil storage tank in the Red Sea port city of Jeddah. This is the longest-range cruise missile strike into Saudi Arabia by the Houthi rebels since the start of the conflict in 2015. This follows a recent large-scale attack from the Yemeni Houthi rebels into Saudi Arabia on 28 October, where the group launched ballistic missiles and drones against Riyadh. However, the Saudi air defense system was able to intercept the drones and missiles prior to impacting their targets. We'll continue to monitor this situation closely as well in the weeks ahead. Lastly, we saw two large-scale counterterrorism-related events take place with airports involved in the past week. First off, in Iraq, a senior Islamic State official was arrested by the Iraqi Military Counterterrorism Service after his arrival at Baghdad International Airport on a flight from an unspecified country. This highlights the potential for senior members of the Islamic State to continue to have access to air travel and the potential for the group to try to expand its operations in Iraq once again. Separately, in Pakistan, we saw counterterrorism forces arrest 3 militants who were part of the Pakistani Taliban and had trained reportedly in Afghanistan. These militants were arrested in Karachi after supposedly reconnoitering the airport as well as the U.S. consulate and other key government buildings in Karachi. This highlights that militant groups in Pakistan continue to view the international airport in Karachi as a key target, as an attack in 2014 specifically targeted Karachi's international airport and led to damage to aircraft on the ground and a number of deaths. In the past, the government has done an effective job to counter such attacks against airports, and this incident shows that counterterrorism forces are specifically focused on securing international air transport hubs within Pakistan. Thanks for tuning in this week. Please follow our LinkedIn page for updates, and we'll have our analyst review next week as well. Bye.